$25 for a pond basket. Yeah, I don't think so. Welcome back to the small scape. I'm back at the pond here that I set up last week. I will put the video down below if you want to check it out. But it's a 50-gallon pond that we are just absolutely loving. But I have a hack for you. Several, thanks to the Dollar Tree, for pond baskets that you can make. Because if you check Amazon for a pond basket, they range anywhere from $10 to $25. No way. No. From the Dollar Tree, I have 3 different options for you depending on the type of plant you have and what kind of a pond basket you need to come up with. And it's super simple, super quick, and super cheap. Anywhere from $1 to like $3 at the high end there. All right, so the first thing that you are probably familiar with at the Dollar Tree during summer is one of the biggest staples in the world, and that is the pool noodle. They have pool noodles. We'll get back to this in a second, but the other thing that they have this year is it's called the noodle booster. Okay, the noodle booster. And I, as you can see, have cut it into 3 pieces. This is very easy to cut. Not only can you use a scissor, you can use a kitchen knife, be careful, or a saw. Any of them work really, really great. And I'm going to show you. First option is if you have a plant like Creeping Jenny, which I have a number of them. I have them outside of the pond and then also inside the pond. Creeping Jenny, I got from the garden center, just in the plant section, because they also go in planters. And I washed off all the dirt, and the roots need to go into the water, but the leaves do not. The leaves do not want to be submerged, so you need to float them. So what I did, cut a slice here, and it floats real nice. I, of course, picked the green, as you can see, because it is the color of plants and it blends right in, but you could pick whatever color you want. And if you want the traditional pond basket look, the black fabric, I'm going to get to that too. Now the second option is if you have a very small plant. Say at Petco, PetSmart, and the tube plants, especially this time of year, they have umbrella plants. And it's also called, I think they call it like a betta topper or something. I don't know, it's got a fun name for people to buy when they have a betta. They say, oh, I need the plant. Well, the roots want to be submerged, but the leaves do not. So you could also use this you could get a number of Creeping Jennies or similar plants and these umbrella plants and just run them through the center, and you have a nice little collection, right? So you could do it that way. Or if you have a small plant like that, or even Anubias, which I do like to have Anubias grow out of the aquarium. So I do have a number of them that the leaves are coming out of the water, and you could use it for this too. You could cut off a piece of a pool noodle, that's right, and get a little tiny pond basket for cents. I won't even say less than $1 because it's like probably like 5 cents. And you can have a bunch of them. How cute is that? The third option I have, if you like the traditional sort of pond basket look, or you have a plant, say like this fiber optic grass that's totally encased in soil, but you don't want to disrupt it a whole lot, you want to plant it like this, then what you can do, so what I did, since I know the root ball is a little bit larger than this opening right here, is I took just a kitchen knife and cut out the center. Now, it's really cool. The Dollar Tree, and you can get these supplies anywhere else if you don't have a Dollar Tree, or if you're in the UK or over the pond, try the pound store. Maybe the pound store has something like this. But the Dollar Tree is up in their game every year, especially in the gardening section. They have more and more stuff for gardening, one of which is landscape fabric. And it's not in the big ginormous rolls as it is in at the Lowe's or the Home Depot. This is just 32 square feet for $1. And you can use landscape fabric for countless things in your garden, but also in your pond. What I did is I cut a, I don't know, about 2 feet, 24-inch across circle. And I'm going to take the pool noodle, or the pool booster, put that in the center, and I'm gonna kind of tuck the landscape fabric around, but I'm gonna leave a lot of extra fabric underneath. because the root ball is taller. And of course you can do this very neatly. You can use zip ties to hold the landscape fabric better, depending. I'm just doing this for demonstration because I don't actually need one of these in my pond. But just to show you that it will work, you know, you can make it look really pretty. This is not gonna be pretty. Okay, so I take my little optic grass here, remove some extra soil, and these are really pretty resilient plants, so you can kind of squish the root ball and form it. Just tuck it right in there, and then of course the plant and the soil and the roots and all that, it's gonna kind of weigh it down, and it's gonna keep the fabric from popping out there. And it's gonna have lots of room for the roots to grow on the bottom. And there you go. Your own DIY pond basket. Now, if you have a very large grouping that you want to plant, you have more plants and you want a center kind of structure, keep in mind, I have had this out in the garage for years. This was probably from Hobby Lobby, that's my guess. But it's a wreath form, a foam wreath form. And if you use this, you can get a big, so instead of buying the ginormous pond baskets, use this, cover it with the landscape fabric, and there you go. You'll probably have to use zip ties to hold it on, since it'll be holding a lot more weight. But this actually can hold a lot of weight and keep it floating on your pond. Hopefully you like those tips. It'll save you a bundle of money. Let me know if you try them, if you like them. And keep in mind, they do have them in different colors, but I like green for the color of the plants. Hope you are having a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.